Lords, I sit on the cross benches, but I'm a pro-life peer as well. I regularly speak on these sorts of issues. Over 50 years ago, as a boy at school, I collected petitions against the passage of the 1967 Abortion Act. And in those days, we were told it would only ever be used in extreme circumstances in hard cases.
Hi everybody, my name's James. Welcome to another controversial video about abortion here at California High Desert Preacher YouTube channel. Guys, do me a favor before we get into the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a message down below, as this helps my channel pick up the algorithm and shoots me out there and draws more traffic to the channel. All right, guys, let's get going. Today's video is about a gentleman who's talking about abortion in his country, in the UK, and that goes back as far as the year that I was born, 1967. I'm 54 years old here in 2021. All that being said, here in the United States of America, abortion goes back to 1973 when Roe versus Wade was brought in, and I have to inform you, since then there has been 64 million murdered babies, okay? And no matter what the government has told us, by taking position of God, by controlling morality and telling the church they have to give that area up, which has belonged to God since the conception of the early church, and they're telling us that they are now in position of playing God, and that abortion issues and issues of reproduction and fertility belong out in the court of opinion, and this has to do with social constructs. I'm here to tell you, and I'm going to show you the truth, the ugly truth of abortion in this video, and show you what's really going on. This gentleman shares that the government told his people when they sold him on this issue of abortion that it was only going to be for extreme cases. That would be rape, incest. But I have to tell you, according to the Bible, there is no issue, there's no circumstances which God will accept the murder of an unborn innocent child. I'm telling you that now, no matter if a woman was raped or she was raped by a family member. God does not make allowances for murder. There's no difference than this type of genocide versus this type of genocide. All right, guys, all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Lords, I sit on the cross benches, but I'm a pro-life peer as well. I regularly speak on these sorts of issues. Over 50 years ago, as a boy at school, I collected petitions against the passage of the 1967 Abortion Act. And in those days, we were told it would only ever be used in extreme circumstances in hard cases. 54 years later, as we mark this terrible anniversary, we approach 10 million abortions. That's almost one every single 3 minutes in this country. There are radical alternatives to the defeatism that abortion represents. This is a defeat for the woman and the child, for all of us in society, which is why we must work harder to challenge and change these laws. It so angers me that someone who, for instance, has Down syndrome or someone who has a disability can be aborted up to and even during birth. This is, putting it simply, eugenics. Nothing other than eugenics, to take the life of the child because they failed the perfection test. Is on that basis, so with the rest of us. We have to challenge these laws and change them.
All right, guys, I hope that you have seen and got a revelation to the reality of this horrendous act against innocent unborn children. Like I've been saying lately in my abortion videos, the only difference between a mother who will kill her children outside of the womb or a mother who will kill her children inside of the womb is location. And in God's heart, there is no difference, and it doesn't make any difference no matter what the circumstances are. There just is no biblical allowances for murder. The Bible says in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. It's that simple. I would like to share with you here at California High Desert Preacher, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'd like to bring you over to here to California High Desert Anti-Abortion Group. Not only that, but I'd like to invite you to join me at California High Desert Preacher Discord.com. All these links will be down in the description part of the video.
In 3:16, he did not come to the world but to save us.